Welcome to Richard Mabey Presents.
Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. It's Tuesday, November 18th, 2025 at 11:22 in the AM. I've got the flu. It's kind of horrible, but the beautiful thing about it is the realization that maybe in a day or two it'll all be gone. So one of the things I've been thinking about for taking my YouTube channel in another direction is to focus on the idea of journaling, which might be another way of saying keeping a diary, but it's not quite the same. And there's a lot of aspects to journaling. For about 10 years of my life, I worked as a gate guard in the villages. Now, some of the gates that I worked at were main thoroughfares, zoom, 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 zoom. So you didn't really get to talk to people or get to know the people. But a significant amount of my time as a gate guard was spent in community gates, where you might even see a person 2 or 3 times a day. You get to know, when their grandchildren are coming. You get to know where they're from. You get to know what they did for a living, and all things like that. It's kind of neat. And one of the things I always, not always, but I a lot of times ask people, they're very interesting life stories. And I say, well, did you write it down for your children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren? They say, no, we don't have the time. We play pickleball. We on the bowling team, and we the missus and I, we go dance lessons, and the whole thing. So there's there's a whole lot of, it's a big arena, journaling. It takes discipline, time, and it's worth it. Now, this is a blank book I have. It's blank. The pages are all blank. So I've had this a good 10 years or more, and I'm going to start journaling myself. Once again, I was very disciplined till about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe about 4 years ago that I dropped off. I still journal, keep a living daily diary, but not as disciplined as I once was. So it's a funny thing. When I'll be doing these YouTube episodes about journaling, I'll be I'm talking to my YouTube friends, but at the same time I'm talking to myself. So it's not easy to keep a journal. It's not easy, but it's really worth it. And especially a dream journal, because a dream journal, it helps you to understand yourself and what's happening in your life while you're awake, and then how your subconscious mind or your unconscious mind is communicating to your conscious mind in sleep through dreams. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm 90% sure, all right, maybe 80% sure, that's the direction I want to take the YouTube channel in terms of the main subject, journaling, and all the rainbow of colors involved in journaling. And it's a lot of fun. And once you start journaling, you'll say, oh, how did I ever not journal? How did I ever not keep a day-to-day living diary, So this is short and sweet. I just wanted to share what I've been thinking about for taking my YouTube channel into a very specific direction. I've been taking these courses on these experts on YouTube, And they say you have to, have a very specific, targeted subject, and I think maybe there's some truth to it, So I'm going to start. I'm 80% sure the idea of journaling, and I'm working on the front porch here, setting up a set per se, nothing fancy, but have a desk and a background, and that'll be really nice. So I really appreciate all of you who have joined the channel, who have subscribed, those of you who leave comments, those of you who like, and even those, if you watch and don't subscribe, I do appreciate that. So, but I do want to get my numbers up, and I think this might help me to focus on a very specific theme, a very specific subject. The idea of journaling. Keeping a day-to-day diary, both of the dreams, night dreams, and also what's happening in a person's daily life. So I'm going to close. As always, thank you for watching. Appreciate it very much. I hope to get over this flu in the next couple of days. Stay happy, stay positive, stay healthy. This is Richard Mabey, signing off. Bye for now. YouTube friends, bonus footage. This is the Windex original. You get 23 ounces for $4.69. It's 20.3 cents per ounce. Now the refill, you get 67 ounces for $7.49, and that's 11 cents per ounce. So I'm gonna go with the refill. So I'm gonna go with the refill. The refill is 11 cents an ounce, and you get the spray bottle, but that's 20 cents an ounce. Windex. Got to keep the car windows clean.